Hello everyone, we're Team Rose, and today we're going to present to you on our Capstone project called AMPLIFY that we worked on together with Adventure Biofeedback.
First, I will be introducing our problem context to everyone. So communication disorder is the most common disorder to US children. Nearly 8% of American children were affected by this disorder. And speech language pathology is exactly what we use to treat communication disorder. However, we do have a few current challenges to this speech language pathology session. So first, we don't have sufficient clinician to all the patients that we have. And also, we don't have sufficient clinician in rural areas. And third, due to the recent COVID situation, we have a severe challenge to the traditionally in-person sessions. So our problem statement is how might we create a telehealth solution for communication disorder to provide treatment to more patients during the remote technology generation?
Based on our problem statement, we researched existing solutions and we found three challenges in current solution of the remote therapy, which are unstable audio quality, distracted patients during sessions, and then lack of tools for audio analysis. Next, we build our working prototypes that target the challenge mentioned and interview our SLPs for user testing. The main takeaways are they would like flexibility in content hierarchy based on different needs, customized ways of taking notes to serve their personal preference, a goal tracker to help them to stay on track, and then other technical accommodations for people who aren't familiar with technology.
Next, I'll talk about the personas that we've built to help us understand more about our key stakeholders. On the left, we have Saul, who is a speech language pathologist with almost 20 years of experience, and he would want the user interface to be straightforward and he would want the ability to visualize the voice informations. On the right, we have Rachel, who is also a speech language pathologist but with less experience, just about 4 years, and she would want to keep the kids' attention, have graphs for analysis, and the ability to take notes along the way. Based on those research above, we were able to narrow down the scope to three key features and solutions. The first one would be graphs and numbers. We would want to have real-time graphs that present the qualities of the patient's voice. The second one would be to build a feature that review the voice clips and take notes, including the timestamp to track the specific voice clip and the associated notes. Last but not least would be to build a spectrogram that visualizes the change in voice. The difference in color and length will represent different conditions of the voice. Next, I'll show a demo of the product that we've built so far. At the top of the page, we have the spectrogram, which shows how the patient's voice are made up in frequencies. The difference in length and color would help the clinicians to detect changes and anomalies in specific pronunciations, words, or sentences. At the bottom of the page, we have the real-time graphs that show different qualities of the patient's voice, like F0 and F1, where the clinicians can visualize or find minor specific anomalies by looking at how the graph changes or hover over it to get specific data point. On the right-hand side, we have the clip notes functions where the clinicians can tag a specific segment with customized notes. For example, if the clinician is doing an R exercise, press and hold until the patient is finished with the exercise. Release it and the note will be saved along with the current timestamp and length and be available for download into a TXT file. Clinicians can also add a summary at the end of the session and download it into a TXT file.
Regarding ethical considerations, first, our concern is privacy. We want to protect patient recognizability and traceability. Our second concern is usability. We want the interface to be intuitive, digitally safe, and free from malfunctions. Lastly, our concern is empathy. We want to help the clinician to treat patients like people, not subjects. So now let's move on to something beyond Capstone. First of all, for future teams who would like to continue this project, here are some things you can do to build upon this foundation. You can do machine learning. You can create a model for quick assessment on patient voice response, or you could do a native solution. Since our project is web-based, and the native solution for mobile platform can certainly be more fluid. Next, regarding the handing off project process, we will demonstrate our final product to our sponsor. We will also provide documentation for reference so that future teams can easily continue upon our existing solution. That is all. Thank you.